Well, I've just figured out something. The campsite that that I rented, I messed up on, and it is one that you have to hike into. And we brought all this equipment with us.
He watched me pack the car full of our big old tent, shower tent, porta potty, all the things. The whole back of the car is full. Never said a word.
And we have to go in for a mile. So I don't know.
You're gonna look awfully funny carrying all that stuff. Hey, do you think the motel will miss their little luggage thing?
Oh my goodness.
We might have to go buy a wagon or a little Spider-Man tent.
I've been watching on the website. I hope somebody will cancel that has a closer spot, because this is gonna be a disaster.
Laughing.
And she's probably the only woman I could be married to, because she laughs when I do stuff like this. Most of them be mad.
Oh man.
So let's see what's gonna happen.
Hello everyone, we made it to Colorado Bend State Park here in Texas, and we have an update to our little mishap. Somebody had canceled a camping spot, so we were able to squeeze right in, so we'll be able to be kind of by a bathroom and shower and stuff, not too far, and we won't have to walk a mile and a half with half our car full of stuff.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about it, because that mile hike, carrying everything, was not something I was looking forward to, and now she can't laugh the whole way.
I can still laugh, but anyways, no matter how bad things look, it always tends to work out one way or another.
I think my guardian angel probably told the Lord, please not today.
He's working overtime on you.
Looks like it's just a self-pay.
Because nobody's there.
And nobody's there to ask questions. We have a pass, so we're guessing that we just grab this, and I got to figure out what our pass number is.
We'll figure it out. If not, we'll get pulled over by the Rangers again.
Well, we're deciding what we're going to do, and we know we want to do that Tinja Trail. Is that the name of it?
Tanaja?
Tanaja, however you say it. But anyway, we know we want to do that because it's supposed to be the toughest one, and then also this Dogleg Canyon. So we're right here now, and we're going to try. We're probably going to bite off more than we can chew, but that won't be the first time. We're going to head up this Cedar, go up the Tanaja, and we also want to see this little fall. So we'll kind of come up over here and see this little fall, come down along the river, and then come back down the Dogleg, come back out here, and then we'll probably die.
Get lost in the middle.
But that's our plan. We debated on wearing shorts, but I'm glad I didn't, because it seems like there's going to be a bunch of cactus, and I would have probably got some stuck in my leg. All right. We could have. Had to read the sign, make sure we didn't go off in the wrong direction though. First part of the trail, we haven't found much to it. We're trying to get to the trail we want to. So we've been looking at the cactus and discussing on what we think the shapes of different ones look like to pass the time.
See? Heart. Let's go get the turtle. Here's Mittens. Here's Mickey Mouse. Here's the head of a turtle.
Okay, so you can see we're kind of bored on this trail. Yeah, now we finally got off that trail, and this is where we're supposed to get on a lot better trail here.
What we're doing. Which I was waiting for. Like, this is gonna be a boring day. We're hiking our peaks. Seems like nothing. Oh, we can hear the birds. birds chirping, and there's a little bit more scenic area here to look at, so that's kind of nice.
So we are in what is known as the hill country of Texas.
And that's exactly what it is, little hills. Nothing too major to climb yet.
Ferns or what? No. Some kind of little plant growing out of the rock. Spot where the water runs real hard during the rainy season.
You can tell it's really super dry here right now. Everything's real dead looking and pretty crunchy.
The cedar trees are getting very thick here, and apparently, I guess this is how this place got named, but because they used to harvest the cedar, there were so many cedar trees here. The trees are thick enough where you could probably do this hike even though it was pretty warm because there was plenty of shade. The only thing is, you're kind of down in a valley, so you're not going to get a breeze. Looks like we made it down to a dried out riverbed.
And up ahead, we have our first little overlook area, so let's check it out.
You can kind of see off probably the longest view we could see.
That's what I'm talking about. A little bit of a climb here. Woohoo! I'm a champ.
So I'm guessing we're probably right here. I'm fixing to head this way. That, and I hear bees. So we're heading to the north ridge of this trail. The north ridge of the trail has a lot less trees for coverage, and it's more narrow. You know, Cammie already got stuck with a yuccas plant sticking out across the trail, so this side is definitely not for shorts. There are some very cool views on this north side though. Well, we had to make a little pit stop. Cammie must have kicked a cactus at some point. She got it in her shoe. They got the trails marked pretty good here. See this Gorman Falls. I hope this ain't it, because it's dry. Okay, we haven't got to the fall yet. That's the creek in the spring. I guess they're dry.
You're about to be highly disappointed if it was supposed to be fall. Must be getting close. It's starting to get a little people-y and kind of starting to hear the sound of water in the distance.
Okay.
I made it to Gorman Falls. Took the Tanaja Trail, or however you say it, because it was supposed to be the hardest, but I don't find that true unless it's just later in the day. I'm tired, but I actually got out of breath climbing back up from the Gorman Falls. The rocks are real slippery and you have to use the cable, so that was a little workout. You don't have to unless you want to fall on your butt. It's slippery.
Yeah, it is slippery, but that was a tough little. It ain't very far, but it's just a little climb.
But it's the first time I've been out of breath today.
Yeah. We're heading down towards the river trail. We'll get down by the river so we can find our next victim, our trail.
We're off to see the wizard. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
So what do you think? This is the most scenic one we've done so far, the river walk?
Yes,
the river trail.
Besides the waterfall.
Yeah, the waterfalls.
That portion of it is the best.
Yeah, if you're gonna come out here, definitely make that one of the stops, because that's the neatest thing we've seen was the waterfall.
Ooh, inquiring minds want to know what's in there. Just look how low the river is with all the rocks. Usually people are out kayaking and stuff. This could be where the Atkins curse takes place.
Why?
A fork in the road. We're gonna get lost. Whoa.
Wonder if we can get down there. Well, we got down there and I turned the corner. There's some eyes looking back at me, so I'm not sure what that is in there. We're gonna go.
Is your heart pounding now?
Nope.
You liar.
I'm being a man.
Oh, whoa, that was scary.
So when we got to the other side of the cave, there was a sign that said they used to do tours in there, but they no longer do tours.
Probably because their big eyes staring at them. I don't know what was in there, but oh my goodness.
I wasn't gonna find out.
When he's scared, I'm scared.
Great, I'm not sure where we're at. That's we're on trail. I don't know what trail. Well, I think we took a wrong turn, so we're fixing to try heading down a no trail, making our own trail to get back to the right trail. Yeah, there's several little caves. You want to go look in one?
See, I think I was right. That fork in the road was the Atkins curse. We're lost.
Well, amazingly, we are on the right trail. We're looking on the map and it does have that little cave listed. So, I guess we're not lost. We just...
Hopefully we're not counting our chickens for their hatched either.
We're just lost in our own minds.
We're just used to it, so that's what we expect.
We made it to the next trail, the trail that we was trying to get to, that Dogleg Canyon. That's supposed to be the second hardest trail. And we can start heading back towards camp. This trail's got some steepness to it.
I think the loose rocks here too make it seem a little more steeper.
Letting the spirit lead.
Let's hope hiking for Jesus goes better than you're driving for Jesus.
No. Well, we made it back to Cedar Chopper, so we should only have, I think, 7/10 or half a mile left to go to make it back. All right, back to the little trail with all the cactus. Well, we're getting close because I can hear cars beeping and you can hear cars on the highway.
Look, our car. We don't have to walk down the street to try to find it. I'm so proud of us.